The first Singaporean athlete in action at the Tokyo Olympics, JOAN competed this morning in the 2,000-meter women's single sculls. Making her Olympic debut, the 30-year-old came in sixth in her heat, saying afterwards that she tried her best, although her lack of experience at the global level and in tough weather conditions showed today. But it's not over for her. She has another heat to prepare for. Well, good luck to you, JOAN. Joseph Schooling will be in action next week to defend his 100-meter butterfly gold that he won at the 2016 Rio Olympics. The question on everyone's minds is, how fast can he go this time? Here's Schooling speaking to the Straits Times before flying out to Tokyo.
Your fastest time at the moment this year is 52.93. So what do we read into that? What does it 52.93 mean? What are you looking at? How does timing work for you as a swimmer? What are you trying to do now?
Yeah, that's a good question, Rohit. So although we're judged by the clock is everything in swimming, right? I think times right now, I've learned at this stage, are a bit redundant. It can really play with your mind sometimes, just because in the past things were a bit different. But at the same time, if you take a step back, I know the work I've put in. I know everything will come at the Olympics. So right now, it's just getting in the best possible frame of mind and really just enjoying the ride. There's no point really worrying about it. I know what I can do. I know I'm ready to go. And that's the most important thing. We just got to hit it at the right time. So 52.9, yeah, it's nice to get it. I was going 53 for so long. And it was just completely nuts. So getting under that 53, I guess, in a consolation way, was pretty nice.
I know you live in the present. Everybody else lives in the past or the future. But if you don't win a medal, right, there's a possibility that you may not be granted further, the deferment from national service. But does that sort of thing ever stay in your head, or you say, no, man, I can control only what I can control, and I'm just going to swim?
Yeah. So the main point would be just focusing on what you can control, right? But obviously that's easier said than done. I'd be lying if I said things like that didn't pop into my mind. But at the same time, I think it's all about perspective. And perspective being, okay, you can use that as pressure, but from a very objective and realistic point, that's the realities of life, right? I gotta perform. And yes, me not medaling might be me going to the army after the Olympics because I don't medal, might be a byproduct of that. But if I don't medal, I have to deal with I have expectations of myself. Those are more important to me than me having to go to the army for 2 years. Every male Singaporean has to go to the army for 2 years. So why should I be any different? I've just been given this gift of continuing swimming, making the most out of it, having a blast, meeting great people while people go into the army. If I gotta go in the army, I'll go in the army. That's fine with me. That's what I gotta do. And after that, my path is clear. But most importantly, I don't want any excuses. I don't want any exceptions. If I gotta do it, I gotta do it. But right now, I can control winning. And that's what I'm trying to do.
With the Olympics officially opening today, joining us from Tokyo is sports correspondent Sazali Abdul Aziz, who is covering the games for the first time. Hi, Sazali. Let me start by asking, given the COVID-19 rules at the Olympics, what is the mood like among Team Singapore athletes?
Well, I think the number one feeling certainly is excitement. Everyone has been here for a few days, or most of the athletes have been here for a few days. They've been training, they've been visiting the venues, and they just can't wait to get started and perform on sport's grander stage. Of course, there is also a feeling of concern given the number of rising cases in Tokyo, and in particular those that are linked with the Olympics and the Olympics Village. But the athletes that I have spoken to are very grateful for the opportunity to be here, to be doing what they love and what they do best.
Saz, of course, all eyes will be on our golden boy, Joseph Schooling. But who else should we be looking out for? And what are Singapore's medal chances this year?
I think, first of all, we have to really put things into perspective. I think, table tennis winning a few medals, at consecutive Olympics, and Joseph, of course, doing the country proud by winning in Rio, has, maybe made some Singaporeans forgot how difficult it is to actually medal at the Olympics. Having said that, Joseph, he is confident in his own abilities. He's confident in his preparation, and he says, he'll do his talking in the pool, and we look forward to seeing that. The table tennis ladies are also in with a shout. They've got a very difficult draw, but we'll see how they progress. Chef de mission for the Singapore contingent, Dr. Bentan, put it best when he said, I think that the most important thing is for the athletes to do their best, try and do the best they can in their own respective events and do the country proud.
Well, thank you so much, Sazali, for coming on the show. We'll be checking in with you throughout these Olympics. That was sports correspondent Sazali Abdul Aziz in Tokyo. For complete coverage of the Olympic Games, you can find news and analysis plus interviews and profiles on our microsite straitstimes.com/Tokyo Olympics.